Hide behind this ivory wall, reaching to a vacant hall. Just because it glitters so it doesn't mean it's made of gold. And every now and then it falls in place, the destiny awaits. Nine ways to be won, nine ways to the soul.
Good morning, everyone. How are
Good
you
morning.
today? Johnny, are you excited to be here on a Monday morning on a holiday? I know all of our friends watching are.
Does it show?
What do I have? Look, I'm already noticing things on my shirt.
I was like late last night. I was like, I should have a beer. I'm like, no, I can't. I have to wake up in the morning.
See, I, as always, made poor choices, and I thought I should have 2 beers. and then wake up at 3:40 in the morning. It all makes sense to me. Oh,
It's fine,
Robbie's
though. We're
here
here.
too
We're happy.
on the West Coast, 3 hours early on a day off. Thank you, Robbie. Thank you, Latte,
guys, thanks.
Francesca, Joy. Good morning, everyone. Today on Creators Corner, behind the scenes of the Reactors, we have a special guest. This is her name goes by Krista Marie. I'll say it that way.
Very, very official. Yeah.
It's super official. It's her real name and her stage name. We have the story goes back to 1994.
I was wondering when the year was. Okay, we're going on 30,
Yeah, because
31 years. Yeah.
it was just after my senior year of high school. So I graduated in 1994. The choir teacher there, Mrs. White, recommended Krista's mom, Barb, as a vocal coach. She was my first private vocal.
Okay.
You knew that.
I never knew this story. No, I
There's
didn't know that.
no way you didn't know that.
I just, or maybe I wasn't paying attention, which is possible.
That is a possibility. So Barb was my coach for a while, and she was so patient with me as she played Gethsemane from Jesus Christ Superstar 50 times in a row every Saturday as I was trying to screech out the high notes. A lovely, patient woman. And her daughter, Krista, who I think, I'm not sure, I'm going to say 14 at the time. She was an incredible singer, which you're going to see a little bit today. So that's when I met her. In 1996, Krista sang backup on one of my records. Then again in 1998, something we're going to hear a little bit today as well. And then in 2000, on the Whisper Sin project, she laid down a bunch of tracks, and she's basically been the angel in the background of my early years with just an incredible voice doing all the harmonies. And we did a bunch of live gigs together once you kind of jumped on board. So she's here today, and we're going to reminisce and share some stories, which we're very excited about.
Yeah, no, I met her in 98, I guess it would have been.
It would have been, yeah.
So I think I was 16, yeah. So going on 30 years, which is crazy. I think it's awesome. And I didn't know the Mrs. White connection. I knew you. Her mom worked with you, and that's how you met her. But I didn't know that. Mrs. White. Okay.
Yep.
Got that.
So, Johnny, are you ready for your line?
I am. If you like what you see and you'd like to see more and be alerted to everything we're doing, please hit like and subscribe and ring that bell.
Also, please be sure to click on the link below in the description if you'd like to buy a coffee, help support this page and this fantastic podcast. Join our trip down memory lane here. You can even become a Thronely member, which I see many of you already are in the chat. That's amazing. You guys know you get exclusive access to our Sunday shorts and other events. So before we bring Krista in, I do want to introduce you to what she sounds like as a singer. And we have a little video. Here she is singing with Gary LeVox from the Rascal Flatts. This just came out last Christmas. Johnny, September 1st. It's about that time to start listening to Christmas music anyway, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
I know how much you love it.
Well, we started decorating for Halloween in mid-July, so I guess that...
It's time. It's time. Yeah. So here is Krista and Gary singing Baby, It's Cold Outside. When did this first come out? Was this 1940, 41 maybe?
I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. I've got to go away. But baby, it's cold outside. This evening has been so very nice. Been hoping that you drop in. My mother will start to worry. My father will be pacing the floor. I guess that I better scurry.
Sounds really good.
As always.
Yeah.
I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside.
Perfect.
And I'm seeing that. I am just, and I've known her, like I said, for 30 years. So, you forget the first time you met somebody. And this is just bringing me back to that first time. And I remember just being very intimidated because she's somebody that sounds like that, beautiful girl, like just she's got that like star quality.
She does.
Like, oh my goodness. It's and still does. And it's, yeah.
Bring on the nerves, because here she is.
I don't know if I can do it.
Krista.
Let me tell you something. Intimidated, probably for other reasons. But anyway, it's so good to see you guys. It's been way too long. And thanks for putting a date on everything, Johnny.
I knew she was going to say that. Yeah, I know. As I was saying, I was like, she's not going to like that. But it's okay.
That's all right. That's all right.
What are you going to do?
How you been?
We're great. I was just thinking, I haven't actually seen you since pre-pandemic. Last time I was in Nashville that I saw you, I want to say it was 2018? Because I was teaching, I was doing some master classes.
Grab the dates.
Okay, we're done with the dates. Okay. Oh, Johnny already froze.
There's my first freeze. We already weren't Krista my freezes, yeah.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, it's been a while. It's so good to see you. So as you said, we're gonna go down memory lane. I'm so glad you could join us today at 8:00 in the morning. So you are a trooper.
By the way, our display
really
picture. Yeah, maybe. I think so. Our display picture, wasn't that in Italy? Wasn't that for her wedding?
It was at her wedding. It was at Amalfi Coast that we happened to choose.
For those of you who don't know, actually Johnny came over. You played piano. We rocked on that boat too, didn't we? It was pretty great. We got
yes.
Amalfi Coast in 2010. Now who's in charge of the dates here?
Yes.
2010. And I said, Richard, you need to come over and do my videography. And you did such a good job.
I did my best. Really, I was just looking for a trip to Italy with my bestie, and it worked out great.
Well, it was a blast. It was really a great time.
So much fun.
Yeah.
So we do have a lot to get to. So I'm going to kind of move things along. There's some songs that we want to share with you. And Krista kind of knows what we're going to look at today. So it'll be fun. If she disappears, we'll understand why.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. So as mentioned before, let's see. Let me see if I can get this up correctly. Okay.
Oh my gosh! I haven't seen that CD cover in years.
So, as previously mentioned, I won't say the date, but the year just before 1999. We got together to work on an album called Princess. This is my album, Richard IV, Princess CD. It was very Jewel inspired, acoustic, singer-songwriter kind of the era. And you had recorded several tracks along with me and Anthony, the guitar player, on this album. I think I've got a picture. And then we did the release party.
Oh
Look at young Johnny.
Oh my gosh.
So this is March 7th, 98. Sorry, the dates are going to keep coming. So Johnny,
I think the Spock haircut is still very in. So, live long and prosper, young Johnny.
Well, Rich, I think you definitely had both Johnny and I on the hair. You definitely had more than both of us.
There was a time.
Like, I don't know, it was the bob or something going on.
There was a time and place. So this was the CD release party. So I'd already recorded the album. Krista, you were on it. We're going to listen to a song together. But then Johnny was introduced and he joined us live. And we did several. We're going to look some more. We're going to look some more photos of the Princess Tour. I think there was 3 or 4 dates that we achieved.
The epic Princess Tour, yeah.
That was a lifetime ago.
It's crazy how long ago this was. So do you remember the song Blur?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Focus to a blur. I actually do.
Wow.
That is
you'll remember more than I do.
Rich, I'm going to say this. The one thing that I've noticed, because I have the privilege to interview some pretty big artists across the board. And, they all said it only takes one song to change the trajectory of their entire life or their musical career. Well, that's really all it takes. And some of us got lucky and some of us aren't quite as, lucky. But I will say this, some of the music that you wrote and produced is still fantastic. And I think some of it still probably would stand the test of time. So I'm actually really excited to go back and hear some of this, because I remember at the time that it was great music, unless I'm totally crack piped out right now. I remember it being very good, and I'm sure it's going to be good today. So
I appreciate that. I thought for sure you're going to say it only takes one song, and you just never found it. I thought that was going to be the line.
Keep trying for that song.
A couple of us. How about that?
It's probably good you stop writing, Rich.
Oh my goodness.
So this song, it's called Blur. And it was super emotional when I went and recorded, as you guys saw from the last Creatives Corner. I'm very emotional in my early years and on this show. And I just read a breakup letter. So I wrote the song, and what I did is right before I went and sang this, because I want to do it in a single take, and I read the letter that I was rejected on from my princess that the album was essentially about. And so I was like choked up, almost crying the entire pass. So you're going to hear that. Obviously not auto-tuned. So it's very emotional, dramatic Richard in full vibrato form. So I hope you do enjoy.
My favorite kind of Richard.
By the way, let's say good morning to Benny. He had a coffee.
Oh, Benny,
I want to make sure,
Yes, hold on one second. I got to log into that.
Joy.
Of course, I'm not set up to do that.
Emotional, Richard? No, not me.
No, not her. Not him. Yeah.
Krista, our Throwly members have literally bought me tissue boxes because the older I get, the more, I don't know, I think I stopped producing testosterone. I just cry at every song that comes on.
Aww.
So
he's very emotional these days. Yes, Benny Lindo bought us 5 coffees. He said, what a treat to a quiet Labor Day holiday. Shout out from my lovely wifey.
Thank you, Benny. Thank you, wifey.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, here we go.
Speak to me softly, for I already know your words, etched in the salt from your eyes. It's time to let go now, you see.
This is
I have to awake from this dream of falling in love from the skies. How can I tell you how I feel inside without pushing away from your heart?
The 3 of us sang the song live quite a bit too.
From your heart.
Yeah.
And how can I hold you without reaching for more than you can give? Must keep my impulses in the dark.
David Bowie, Meatloaf, definitely in here.
So take me down, but take me slowly, without a sound, gently hold me. I know that you need me, and I will always be here by your side, holding your hand till the end of our lives. But please forgive me, for I cannot control
21 or 22. I think just 21 when I recorded it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So take me down, but take me slowly,
So I've been singing for 4 years at this point.
without a sound, gently hold me.
Man, this takes me right back. This is
I'll hold
crazy.
my tongue and swallow my words. Speak of love and focus to a blood. As a dreamer, I've always reached for what I could never have. And as I stand here, I find myself in love with you. So understand that when I reach for you, I may need help to keep my feet on the ground. So for now, take me down, but take me slowly, without a sound. Gently hold me, and I will hold my tongue and swallow my words, and I will not speak of love. Focus.
Krista, my mom says hi. Ooh, we should have done that.
We should have. I was playing piano, so I couldn't do that. I forgot I did that
Wait
too.
for it.
Yes. Man, I talked to you last week about how I didn't like fades. So
That's true.
own
Hard
the ending
out
of a
for you.
song.
Yeah, hard out.
Wow.
My gosh, that brings back like crazy memories. I haven't heard
Yeah.
that probably since it came out, because I don't know. I mean, it's been so long.
Well,
Okay,
By the way, next time, could we get a little reverb on the background vocals, please?
it's like super
Like, where's the
dry.
reverb? Bring in the reverb already.
Listen, it was real and it was intimate and it was valuable.
it was
singing on
great
the
though.
vocals
It's
Who
great.
else
Like
was
we're
singing on the vocals? The
That was
background
Anthony.
vocals.
right.
So
Okay,
Yeah.
so it was Anthony. Okay.
yeah,
all
so that
right.
was before, because it was all recorded before Johnny was brought into the project.
Yeah.
Then everything got better. So that made a big difference.
You know what I realized? You were actually the first kind of band. Well, first of all, you were the first band I was ever a part of.
Me too. Yeah.
Okay. So and so you started a couple of careers. Look at that, Richard.
Look
You
at
actually
me.
influenced us. But also I think that was one of the first times I was really in the recording studio. And the first time I was actually around somebody that was writing their own music. So obviously, years later, that's what I'm doing. It's
Yeah, that's wild.
Day job, sort of. Barely, right? That and 5 other jobs. But seriously, like now when I'm like looking back,
it all
I
seeded
think I
somewhere.
must
Yeah.
with you
Yeah.
and John. Yeah. And now years later, Johnny and I finally actually reconnected, and
They're
we
still
started
working
writing
together.
and
Yes.
we're still working together.
And we're
So
going to
it's
listen to some of that later in the show as well. So we're going to
No,
connect all through it.
my
You don't have
sentiments exactly though, Krista. I mean, it brought back so many memories. I mean, it takes me back to that year in question that we won't actually
thank you.
say out loud. But just right there, those first practices, and again,
Johnny's
my
mom.
first group. Yeah,
Yeah. I
you know,
didn't
my
realize
first
that.
group and my first foray into like the whole recording thing a little bit later, but you know, to work with like great people like you, and then just that feeling of like looking back
Thank you.
of
But that's
you know this idea of like the people that you meet in your life. It's not an accident, and it's just like,
yeah,
and we're still in each other's circle in some way, and it's pretty cool.
It's wild.
You know, like
it really
how many
is.
years later?
Yeah. Well, I think in fostering the relationships together at the same time is not just holds great memories, but it's also interesting to see how each of us kind of just really blossomed in completely different directions. But then to have the overlaps, like anyone you start working with now, it's like you're never going to have the same history. There's never going to be the same depth of trust or stories or whatever. So there's something, very rich and deep about that. So we are definitely grateful for you, Krista.
Yes.
All right. So.
Oh, geez, God! How many of these
my
figures
goodness.
exist?
You had the Bieber do going before Biebs.
Yeah, I like the bangs happening too.
That's pretty good. It was like the bowl cut.
Krista mentioned before this show we were talking, and she said, talking about our last Creators Corner in Richard's video, which I still love.
It was brutal.
And she's like, you were just so ahead of your time. And it's, yes, very ahead of your time. So was I. Stylistically, I was a trailblazer. Yes.
Absolutely. So this was at the Genesee County Fair. There's Krista.
Oh my gosh. Again, where's the hair? Richard's got all the hair.
Wait, there you are. Yeah. And then that's Anthony in the background. So he played on the record, and then we did a bunch of shows together. And then I'm just wearing a hat. And yes, I'm playing guitar. You guys never see me play. I haven't played guitar in forever.
I was a wee thing.
So now we move on to Krista.
Oh my God. Okay, so now it all comes flooding back. That was my first ever technically released, not under a record label or a record deal, but my first ever solo release.
Yes.
And you produced it, and Johnny played on it.
And you're all going to experience one of the songs that I produced, and I'm going to apologize to you, Krista, because as I was setting things up, I listened to about 30 seconds of the production. I'm just like, that's amazing. She still talks to me. I did what I could at the time.
You know what? It was a good college try. We had a good time doing it, and there's some good elements in there, right?
There are elements.
This was my very first studio experience as a pianist too.
It is. So this is later in 1998, and this is Krista in the studio recording her first EP.
I was in it.
Oh yeah, you weren't posing at all.
No.
So.
Rich probably told me to do that.
I'm sure I did. And here's your miserable record producer.
Woo! Look at that hottie.
Back in the day.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting closer to the screen just to check
No one
out.
wants to see this closer. No one. And I have a picture of Dave, who played bass on the track, who you're going to get to hear and see later in future reactions. But Johnny, I have 0 photos of you from the session. I can't find anything.
Oh,
I got nothing.
Yeah.
But real quick before I hit play, Johnny, you want to go ahead and share the story of what we're going to experience in this song called Fate?
Yeah, like I said, this is my first time in the studio ever. So I'm definitely excited and nervous. And so the song is definitely piano driven. So it starts out fine. And there's a little section, and we've kind of alluded to this before in other shows. And so there's a middle section where there's a little piano solo that I take over on. And it was like kind of complicated, I guess. And and
I have apologized for this so many times.
I did so many takes of this. Well, it was probably 2 hours of takes just to get it.
It was probably on my recording budget. I probably was paying for it, so it's okay. Richard's like, again.
Oh my god! And then it just got to the ridiculously humorous level where I was, even the engineer's just like, I think that was good, right? And he's just like, again. And then his last comment, one of his last comments was, we're like, oh, was that a good one? And his response was, well, besides the notes and the timing, it was pretty good. I'm just like,
you were a slave driver, Richard. I remember being in the studio with you. I think that's why I still have PTSD and don't like getting in the studio. He was like, again. I mean, you are
you can do better.
Oh my god.
No, but it was good. It was good.
I was a bit of a. There's no question. Like I pushed everybody around me to be whatever they could do to be their absolute best, even if the project wasn't worth the effort. I always ask that of everyone I work with.
Don't sell yourself short, Richard. No.
Yeah. And I still, there's so many positives that I took from working with you, but I've said this before, there's still Richard's voice in the back of my head, even today with everything I do. It's like, you think he's going to think that's good enough? It's like, I don't think so. I better go and do it again.
I'm not even there. I don't have to be.
There.
That's funny.
It's been years.
All right, so here is the track, Fate.
Was Unbreakable on this too?
No, that was
later.
A later one.
Oh,
we're not going to get to that today.
That was actually a good song.
Yeah, oh no, we're not going to listen to good stuff today, Krista. No, that's not what the show is about.
Okay, because that actually was a good song. This one, all right.
You guys, the reason why we wanted you guys to meet Krista early too is because you're going to keep hearing her name brought up in future Creative Corners as we dig back to a lot of stuff. So we'll get to Unbreakable for sure.
Come on, Johnny.
I want to hear that again.
Come on, Johnny.
I love that magic.
And in your eyes I see a sweetness to be held, and in your heart a sweetness to be felt. Treading waters I've never known before, risking friendship to be washed upon the shore. And in my mind a whisper, there's nothing to fear, and in my heart I scream for you to hear. I believe that you were meant for me, and I believe
the drum sounds and programming.
Thank you for stopping that.
Awful. Oh no, we're not done.
That was a rough one. But anyway. Oh my gosh, but you know,
I programmed this is true. We have to start somewhere. That drum programming was done on my end. That was brutal. But you sound amazing. You're like, again, not to throw years and days, but anyway. You're like what, 17 here, maybe? I mean, you sound great.
Probably 17, yeah.
It sounds really good. Yeah. Taking on a whole new style, because your background was opera leading up to this. So there's such a huge
didn't have
shift.
the pop thing going yet. I was more, it sounded like there was a classical musical theater.
You're crossing over still.
Yeah.
believe that we were meant to be.
This is fun.
No, that's not it yet. Oh, that was really good though.
That was it. That's it.
That took you 2 hours?
Shut up. Yes, it did. Probably could have taken take 7. It would have been just as good.
That was the problem? I'm so
And
sorry.
I don't recall ever feeling this way, embracing tomorrow and starving yesterday. And I don't recall ever knowing my way through life, through changes. Yeah, this must be fate. And I believe that you were meant for me. And I believe that
Yes, we did. Yes, probably. Yes, we
to be.
That's really loud.
And then there's the bridge. Wait for it.
Can you feel it?
Oh, there we go.
It's a good bridge, actually.
Okay. Can you reach it to grab before it leaves? So grab it before it leaves. I believe that
There's electric guitar in this? I don't remember that. Is this the Mandela effect? I never recall an electric guitar ever in that last
Who was
chorus.
playing
No.
electric on that?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, that's
Was it Maddie? Was it?
It
Was it
had to have
Anthony?
been, right?
No, it would
Oh, no,
have
would've
been
been
Anthony,
Anthony.
probably. Yeah, Anthony.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I believe that we were meant to be.
Wow, I do not remember that.
Oh God. All right, you know how the last song brought back
Wow.
warm fuzzy memories? That one just brings back nightmares. So
now I know why I haven't played that one in all since it came out in 1900 and whatever year.
I mean, you
But,
sound great
yeah,
at it, but
part of the growing pains, right? So, you know.
One thing I have to say about Krista, aside from having a lovely voice in general, your ear for harmonies always felt like magic to me, because my wife does the same thing. Like, you can start off a song you've never heard before. By the end of the first chorus, you have the rest of the song already harmonized. It's like, I don't know how you hear it in advance like that.
Welcome to my life. Everything's in harmony. Not literally, I wish. But no, I love hearing harmony parts. In fact, I probably overdo it now today in a lot of the stuff that I do because I love harmony. I love hearing 2 and 3 and 4 parts. It's a thing. I don't know.
It's so well done. It's definitely a gift that I do not have. I had to work for that.
got that.
Come on, Johnny. We should do a remake and see if we got any better.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Thanks for that trip down old school memory lane. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Well,
one of the first songs I wrote was actually with you guys too, I think. Unbreakable. That's why I was like, are you going to play that one? And I couldn't remember what that was off of. So, I mean, it's funny because I remember you actually told me this. I was like so protective over some of the first music that I wrote. And I was like, oh my gosh, what do you do? And you don't want to let this person hear it. And you don't want that person to hear it. And, you said, Krista, like, you think that's going to be the last song you're ever going to write? And you're right, because years later, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm glad that those are kind of like, I'm glad I flushed some of that out of my system. And now I'm writing maybe a little more, with a little more depth. Let's just put it that way.
Yes.
And a little more thought process behind it, and not just saying, oh, that's great. And,
it rhymed. Keep going.
Yeah. It rhymed. Let's find a rhyme word, and that's good enough. I mean, look, even the greatest musicians out there, they all had to start somewhere, and I doubt they wrote their first song and it became their first hit. And if they did, well, God love them.
That just doesn't happen.
But
yeah.
the majority of songwriters, you have to, like anything, you have to craft a tool, and you have to become better by doing it in seat time. And
there's the illusion of just magically.
Thanks for the start, and thanks for bringing me back to like this like whole listening, because it really is. It is bringing back memories, but it's also reminding me of where like I kind of started. It's really
I love that.
I'm glad I didn't stop there, but it was a start. And,
yes.
And
yeah.
You're very welcome. I appreciate you putting up with me, which we're going to see a little bit more of how difficult I was a little bit later as well. Here we are at the Downstairs Cabaret Theater in Rochester, New York, a year later, doing another gig. It's
what was that?
just white.
Yeah, what was this one?
At the I don't know. Downstairs Cabaret.
Downstairs...
Mom, do you remember what we were doing here? This one.
Oh, that's right. I thought it was just the three of us, though. I didn't know the whole band was there.
We've done a few gigs there.
I think we did 2 or something. Yeah, but
so
this is the first one.
There's Johnny.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm freezing.
Yeah, you're frozen. So
Jesus.
So listen, Krista, and I think everybody's gonna enjoy this. Yes, maybe that outfit wasn't the most impressive you could have worn, and Johnny looks very nice when have, but at least neither of you were wearing a pirate shirt.
Look at that. And everything was black. All black.
It still is.
All black.
No, I remember the first time I saw Richard wear like...
Yes, you got it.
We're all wearing black today, so I guess you inspired us in our color
That's right.
Our color closet, too.
Look at that outfit.
Wow.
It's
Johnny Depp ain't got nothing on you, Richard.
Full on lace.
Does it? You look like you'd have started chocolat or something.
All right, we're moving forward. Look at this too.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, Johnny, look how cute.
You youngins.
Oh.
So this was on our way to... Let's see, you were in, I think it was 1999 or 2000, you were Miss Buffalo, New York, I believe.
2000.
2000?
No,
so she was killing it in all those type of things. Like,
slaying it.
Like she was winning competitions. She was like just a legend in the town. I mean, just killing it.
Infamous.
So you had just been recently crowned here, and we were on our way to the New York State Fair.
Oh my goodness.
Where
the Coca-Cola Talent Showcase.
Oh, was that what it was called? I didn't know what it was.
Yes, it was the Coca-Cola. And back in the day, that was pretty stiff competition. They had a mini and a maxi category. You had to compete at a local level, win your local level, and then go on. But it would have, I remember one week, I think it was like 500 or 600 of the top individuals from the state would come and compete, and it would just be talent. It was everything. It was, song, dance, aerialists, whatever. And it was pretty intense. But yeah, I competed in that many years ago, and that was actually a proud moment. I remember I actually won in 1996, and I remember calling my dad because he had cancer at the time, and I remember calling him and saying, "Hey, Dad, I won." And it was such a proud moment. I remember, the nurses sharing with me in the hospital, like how excited he was. And we lost him pretty soon thereafter. But it was a big moment because he was always so proud of me. And I sang opera. Right? So here's this little 12-year-old getting up there in her little, I had this little cute little outfit on, whatever, and I'm singing opera. And but my dad was really proud, and anyway, so that brings back a memory. So anyway, then we came back, I guess a few years later, and they asked us to come and perform, I guess during the intermission of the
I think that's what it was. We have here, but I just on the topic of your dad, real quick. I have a couple memories with your dad because I used to go over to your house, and your mom would do music lessons with me, vocal lessons. So back in 94 and 95, when did he pass? What year?
1996.
It was 90. So it was that year. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a couple memories where it seems always super nice. He was just so gentle. He just had a very gentle nature. He brought out the accordion one day. Oh yeah. My God. He was, he was like world level. Legit. I've never been a fan of the accordion because I associate with polka, like German polka music, something like that. And it's just, we all know how I feel about just happy-go-lucky music. It's not my jam, right? He brought it out, and part of me was like, oh, this should be interesting. All of us just like, all right, it's not going to be my thing. And then he played freaking Bach on the accordion.
Bach, Beethoven, Chopin.
It was insane. And all of a sudden, it just a completely new appreciation of what the accordion was capable of, and this filtered through his mind and his style of playing. I mean, just truly one of the best musicians I've had the honor of, an intimate experience with. He was just wonderful, wonderful player.
Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Daddy.
Mr. Daddy.
Yes,
Cheers.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, back to the fair. It's funny, Krista, that
What's
you
fun?
would mention
Oh no.
opera, because I have it. This is amazing.
And have the fan.
Yes, you must have the fan. Oh, those moments.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, and then the dramatic fan.
And this is why we were friends.
At the end. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I didn't
Listen.
know you had that. I really don't have any footage of anything. So that is like, wow.
I had to dig for that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Listen, we've talked about growing pains and evolving, and we've all evolved and perfected our crafts, or continuing to try to perfect our crafts as best as we can. But I would say you were definitely the most ready at an early age.
100%.
I mean, to do for big things. You were just.
Yes.
oh,
I mean.
no, I think we all had our special gifts, and we all had our learning to do, didn't we?
Well, sure.
We're
But
still doing it, but I mean, oh my gosh.
yeah,
Wow.
you sounded.
That's super
Little, like,
impressive.
Speechless from that, because that was a long, 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 long time ago.
Oh,
Our
great.
chat is speechless. I mean, we have just awesome. Krista, this is so great. All stars. Nice. Brava. As a former opera girlie, I can only say a big yes to this. I mean, it was amazing.
Oh, goodness.
Really great.
Well, thank you for that little trip. Oh,
We're not done.
Whoa.
Look at Matrix
Okay.
Richard.
That was circa, okay, and I lost more hair. I went,
Yeah, mine gets as mine
and
grows.
you got longer.
We
That
finally
was
reversed
circa
it.
New York
So-
City.
This is New York City. You just moved there, I think.
Yeah.
You were living there. This is the trip where we crashed at your apartment, and Johnny couldn't vertically sleep on the floor because it wasn't big enough.
Look,
from literally from wall to wall.
I lived literally in a broom closet. I mean, it was like a broom closet converted into a room. And I remember the whole upstairs shared one bathroom, if you recall. So and the bathroom had the bathroom and the shower in there. It
with
was
a bunch of strangers.
How we all did, honestly. But I remember that, and you were like, just to get into I mean, I don't know how you slept.
Johnny was in a fetus position
the whole time.
Literally from the window through the family room to the kitchen was Johnny, just in one span.
I have one question, Richard. Did you take the blue pill or the red pill before this picture?
We both know I took both at the same time because that's what I would do.
It's like Morpheus's sidekick.
Whoops. Oh, then we got look at you too.
Johnny. Yeah, that was somewhere in like the Upper West Side, I think.
Yeah.
It was so exciting to be living in New York City at the time because I was all excited. I was like all gung-ho about
chasing auditions, yeah.
I was chasing the musical theater dream. I was going to be like, the next part of the Bob Fosse world, right? And I remember like just getting there and being there and thinking, okay, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And you guys, I remember that briefly, just the fact that you guys came down was such a big deal because I was pretty lonely down there. You're living in a big city all by yourself.
7 million people, and you feel
barely a place to sleep.
Yeah, that's when we feel the loneliest.
I was so happy to just see friendly faces, and it was an impactful moment. And I couldn't afford to move around much. I was basically there. I worked, and I tried to audition and make my way, pave my way. But when you guys came, that was a great trip for me. So thank you for visiting.
I appreciate that.
And that was Francesca. That was 2000. I think that was my first year of college. I think it was that fall.
Oh yeah. I was trying to pull you out at that time because we had more important things to do. Sounds about right.
Yes.
We had real dreams to conquer.
I remember this trip too. We saw a movie. It was 3 stories underground, which I just remember distinctly. And I remember being disgusted at the ticket prices, which were probably $7 per. I was like, God, this is expensive. What big city? And now they're $23.
We didn't go see a Broadway show or anything because none of us could afford it. I think at the time, right?
No. Other than
otherwise we would have.
The first Broadway show I ever saw was with you, though. It was big.
That's right. She was there for that.
That's right.
Which one
Oh no!
Big. The Tom Hanks movie.
Not Rent. It was big. Are you sure it wasn't Rent? 525,600.
No, that would have been much better.
Yeah, I never saw it.
That's one of the covers we performed. Like you sang and I played piano, but the actual first musical that I
was in Buffalo.
That you 2 brought me to in Buffalo was big.
And remember, I don't know if you remember, but during the intermission, I forgot you were there. We were apologizing to him. We were trying to tell him, no, musicals are really much better than this. Like we felt it was
so good. I don't remember it.
No, you blocked it out. This is what it was.
I obviously blocked it out. But you know what I didn't block out? So Richard always has this tendency to take people off the beaten path. So I have my point A to point B. I go either I'm working or I'm heading to my dance classes or auditions, and he's like, oh, let's get off the beaten path. Well, we were on Broadway and we went kind of off Broadway, right? And I go, Rich, what is that over there? And it was a whole line of not shows that you want to take your kids to. Let's put it that way. That Krista discovered, young, naive, deer in the headlights, discovered what a
always a good influence.
No, I didn't go watch. No, I didn't go in. I learned something from Richard. He's like, oh, that's what they do in there. I'm like, oh my God. Get me away from here. Yeah. Anyway, you remember that, Johnny?
I have of course I remember that, yes.
I'd like to apologize to Krista's mom, Johnny's mom, and my mom for being such a wonderful influence. on Krista's life. Back to the show.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Okay, all right, back to it. We have more to watch. Now
Yes.
we finally get to see some material with Johnny as well.
Oh, let me thank
Okay.
Latte.
yes, please.
Latte coming in very, very strong with 30 copies. Thank you so much, Latte.
30.
Latte.
Thank you.
Yeah, and she says, Krista, thank you for joining Richard and Johnny and spilling the tea. P.S. Johnny, 3 reactors today. So she always has a theme with the amount of copies that she gets, 30. So, 3 times 10.
What's the 10 for? I mean, I agree. 3 times 10 does in fact equal 30.
3 reactors today.
This is our second episode. That's only 6. Back to the math problem later in the show.
Then,
You're on your own, boys.
And then also, we also have Raquel, sometimes known as Raquel, as Richard likes to pronounce it.
We love you, Rockwell.
Raquel. Always enjoy your stories. Greetings from Portugal. Raquel.
Thank you very much. I'm terrible. All right. We've come to that time in the show where we get to watch a music video featuring yours truly, Johnny, and acting by Krista. She's not singing in this one.
Oh, I don't think I've seen this. What song is this?
This is another thing you've blocked out.
You've had to have
This
seen
is going to come rushing back.
Okay, all right.
This song's called Scapegoat. This is from Whisper Sin album, which you will hear more of Krista's background singing in future reactions. I think there were requests for the vampire phase that I went through, and I think we're going to hear Krista maybe in the next show as we explore Whisper Sin a little bit more. You guys ready for this?
Yes.
No, I don't know.
You guys ready in the chat? It's happening.
Oh my goodness.
Are you satisfied? Or do you need another
You are lit.
till it whiplash on another trail, blues the insincere tears, and get a grip, 'cause you know you're out of place. Screaming in my face, lies heat and deceive, and then blame it all on me. Can I use you? Isn't this exactly what you wanted to hear?
You saw a clip of this before.
Isn't this exactly what you needed to hear?
Deny.
Still hurts. Still hurts.
Feel the sting at your fingertips. I never knew
Can we just marvel at Johnny's just
what you needed
ready?
to hear.
Hold on. This is flat. Hold on.
Feel
Johnny,
The physique?
you're a beast. The biceps.
So this was the summer of 2000.
This came out in summer 2001 and released this in early 20.
And I remember this
2002.
because it was after my
Not the
freshman
summer.
year.
This was shot in the winter.
It was following the summer where we
Yeah.
worked out.
Yes,
and
it is.
That is why I'm wearing a black tank top, which I've never worn previously.
It was probably
and never really
mine.
worn since. Yes, but I had to show off the guns for this video for sure.
I remember
Oh.
you guys were kind of like on a workout obsession, if I recall.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
it lasted
was
like a few
almost-
months.
Yeah, I kind of do remember that. Okay.
Yep.
We looked good for 3 months. We shot the video and failed. Yeah, so I'm going to keep playing, but this was yeah, early 2002 when this was released, just for time lapse. And I believe this is the last project, Krista, that we did together. Probably because you did watch it back. That was over.
I forgot all about that. That's
Oh
right.
my goodness. What's that?
You were definitely creative. I mean, you were producing, you were writing, you were recording, you were starring in your own music video.
That's what. Yep.
This came a long way from the 1995 video we watched last month.
Oh god.
Fingertips, I never knew just how cold blood could get into my blood long enough. If I cried and I dried up, how long would it take? How long would you wait to forget?
I didn't even remember his name.
Satisfied, or do you need another excuse? Satisfied, or do you need another excuse?
I'm so sad. This was the beginning and end of my acting career, right here. Let's watch this scene again. It's purely wounded.
Satisfied, or do you need another excuse?
Neck hurts watching this.
Isn't this exactly what you wanted to hear? Isn't this exactly what you needed to hear? Satisfied, or do you need another excuse? Satisfied, or do you need another excuse?
This is a proper fading into
Fade
something
out.
else.
Yes.
Look at you out in the cold. Wishing you were with the disappointed man in the window.
Oh my goodness.
All
I
right,
don't even know if I ever saw that in its entirety.
Johnny's in
it's
charge.
about to get better.
Okay.
Give me the Wayne's World 5.
We have a making of.
Can you try it without the smile?
Always smiling.
Alright, I want to give you a 4 count before I press the button. 1, 2.
The tone of your voice sounds so young. It's so. We talk about youthful tensions when we hear people sing in their early recordings. There's a quality that's different than when you're older. Just your speaking voice, it jumps out to me. I think it's.
I know I've gotten
It's just-
very low as the years.
Look at all
have
those
gone by.
cigarettes you've been smoking.
Yeah,
I can't help it. I
That's
just-
what it is.
Alright, I want to give you a 4 count before I press the button. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pressing the button now.
Pete. See more of him in the future reactions.
All over the place.
Oh, did you? So he goes like this, and then it cuts into the band.
You know what? You.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it.
Just tossed over there. They need to
Do you
be
remember
up
any
and
of this,
flying
Krista?
down.
You disgusting. You son of a bitch.
No, but the hell am I doing over there?
You have no idea, do you? You have no clue. You don't. You. You know that?
It was acting.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Who knows? Stench. Wrench.
Wench.
Johnny.
Go ahead.
Oh.
No, these are all the originals.
You're gonna burn them?
Well, they.
So in my hand, you know, the papers that threw up, Krista threw up in the one scene, then it falls down into the band playing, right? These were all original lyrics, the handwritten lyrics that I wrote for the album. And in my true sense of commitment to what is real, I decided that this is what I should be throwing up into the air near an open fireplace. It could have just been blank pieces of paper. No one cares. You can't see what's there. But I had to keep it real, so my art was sincere at all times.
God bless you, Richard.
That's all I'm going to say about this is what's happening in this scene.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no!
That one's gone.
So this one here is burning now. I can't.
Justin.
So how long you been in the band? What? 4 years?
Oh my god.
You enjoy writing most of the material, or?
I do. See, for this last album we did, Whisper of Sin, I wrote all the songs.
Yeah.
I just called those guys up one day and they did their parts. I wrote a lot of their parts too as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
Jeez.
His dad.
Makeup.
Dave, again.
Makeup in the eyes.
Oh shit! You need an answer.
This is Danielle, who you're going to hear in the Vampire song in the future.
You look like a rock star. She said, not you.
Calm down.
No.
Just touched your boob.
Alright.
Here, okay?
Hang on one.
That's up inside your seat.
No, my hair.
Oh.
Hello.
Would you turn this thing off?
No.
I don't know how you put
Can we
up with
rewind
me.
that to that? Can we go back to that?
I don't know how you put up with me. Krista, you are a saint.
Oh, well, I've been called better and worse.
Alright.
Here, okay?
Hang on one.
That's up inside your seat.
No, my hair.
Oh.
Hello.
Wow.
Would you turn this thing off?
No.
Are they going to be in the shot?
You'll see bits and pieces here.
Okay. So we have to do it loud then.
What are we doing?
Johnny.
Not bulb or
Do you remember you?
There's Mom.
Oh, and it's on tape.
No. Oh, I gotta see
We
it.
gotta see the tape. It's on that tape right there.
I mean it. I really do. I'm gonna break that camera right now. Come on.
There we go.
Oh my gosh, I remember that house. That was such a cool house too.
Oh, yeah.
It's
So cool.
A lot
How
of
many
our...
people get to say, "Oh yes, I lived in a castle." I mean, it was spectacular. The whole place was
Yeah.
spectacular.
Yeah. Really is.
Yeah,
And
like I
we've
said, the
shot
whole
some
time
footage before
period. The whole time period of us forming the group and just doing the rehearsals at the castle, it was like such a magical time for me. It was like, what is this place? What is this world? You know, it was just super cool.
So fast forwarding, because I know we're closing in on the end of the show. I just got a couple more pictures and one more thing I want to play for you guys.
That was crazy though. Thanks for sharing that. I mean, I enjoyed that. That was like, I don't really remember doing that at all. That's like that's like somebody else in a different life, right?
It's so weird looking back that far, for sure. And and as always, you've just been from 1990. I'm not going to say there's about a 5-year span that you were just a part of so many projects. It was so vital to everything we did. So here we are. This is at your wedding with Mark on the yacht. And I think I got a couple pictures here.
Hits your eye like a big
Johnny rocking out.
Wow. Yep.
My favorite one was, I think, did you do I Like Big Butts? What was the one that everybody started getting up dancing with?
Did you?
And all the Italians were out there even shaking it.
I did a lot of things that night. I don't remember.
It was very entertaining. The Italians were entertained.
Yes.
I'm not sure what the obsession is of trying to get piggyback rides between.
I don't either. Johnny.
This was another project in 2012. We had written a song together. This was at GFI.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was 2012?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, okay.
And I think this was the same year.
I'm looking at that. What song did we write? Do you remember?
That was This Is How We Party. Do you remember that song?
I forgot about that song. We need to pitch that.
We
This
we
is
need
how
to
we
bring
party,
Krista back. Yep. Yeah, we have that one. I've got that one somewhere too. It does exist.
You're gonna have to pull that out because I don't think I have that.
I will send it to you. Send it to you.
Let me see if it's as good as we thought it was back then.
Yeah, it was great at the time.
Yeah, we gotta check that out.
And then here we are at I believe this was at the CMAs, I think, 2012.
I think so. Yeah, because I've got my motocross helmet on my race number. That was back in like my obsession of motocross. I was,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
and I had a box shirt on before it. Yeah.
Yeah, she would race dirt bikes and quads. You were.
I about killed myself a couple of times.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
We're lucky to still have you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, last thing, guys. What I'd love to share is at the beginning of this, we showed a clip of you and Gary singing together. It's kind of related to the show that you're doing. It's called The Song.
Mm-hmm.
And if you could fill us in a little bit about what that is. And I have where is it? I have a promo of this. Here, let me play this, and then you can fill us in a little bit. So, Johnny, I believe you and Sam wrote music.
So we did the theme music for it, yeah.
Okay.
So this is our track.
So this is pretty recent then.
Hey everyone, I'm Krista Marie. Welcome to The Song, presented by Hard Rock, where we bring you the most iconic songs in contemporary music history, performed by the recording artists and songwriters who made them famous.
Yep, you got that memorized. It's a great show. Nice. What is the process in writing a song like this? Like, Krista, did you guys give them like a direction? Here's what we want, kind of thing, or like?
Hey, Johnny, you have 24 hours. We need the music now, like yesterday.
It's basically that. So this is back in 2018, right? Somewhere around there.
We're on season 7 now. We're actually in production. In fact, we got to get you guys down for one of the tapings. We'll shoot a number of them at our farm out here in Hendersonville, just outside of Nashville at TGL Farms. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we visit some artists on the road too and try and hit some of the Hard Rock, since that's one of our main sponsors this year. But I heard a theme song that they were kind of using, and it was just plugged, and I just was like, oh my gosh, that's so bleh. So I said, I've got somebody. I'm going to call them and I'm going to see what they can do. And they said, well, we need it like yesterday. And I was like, okay, Johnny.
Always.
Hey, guess what? This opportunity. Could you do it? And he's like, when do you need it by? yesterday. And he and Sam delivered, and you guys did a great job on such short notice, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was,
I promised I'd continue. Like, if we needed something again, I said, I promise I will give you more runway room and I will give you more notice. And of course, the next time around, I said, hey, we needed a little more like crunchy, some crunchy guitars, and let's make it a little less, it was a little more vanilla. And I said, we need to crunch it up a little bit.
More rocket, yeah.
Yeah. And you said, well, when do we need this by? I said, yesterday.
The day before yesterday.
I wouldn't know any other way. It's just, there's something about having that time crunch. Just like, let's do it. No, I remember that first session because it was the theme song, and you wanted some like background tracks too. So it was like probably 10 tracks total. And Sam and I just cranked it out in like 1 or 2 sessions, and it was. I mean, we were at the studio at 6 in the morning.
You wouldn't know
and it was
great.
It was exhausting, but it was great. Yeah.
By the way, had I called somebody in Nashville to get that done, it would have been like, sorry, it'll be a week, and we need to do this, and we'll mix it, and we'll master it, and we'll this, and we'll that. With Johnny, that's again a cool thing about calling your friends, saying, hey, I need you to, can you come through? Can you pull through for me? And you did. So thank you. And now 7 years later, like I said, we're in production for season 7, and there it is.
It's awesome.
Amazing.
And the show keeps growing and getting more elaborate, but it's just.
You've interviewed just the top of the top, as you saw just in that quick little preview. And there is a link in the description. You guys can go check that out. Be sure to visit that. The link there is on just going to the YouTube page. But I think, we've got the description too to the actual, is it the song.tv? Okay.
The song.tv. Yep. And on all the socials, it's the song TV. And we just got a huge distribution deal with BMG. So we are now streaming. We're releasing an artist a week, and we have 60 artists, ranging from REO Speedwagon to Jewel to Neo, you name it, all genres. And we're really excited about season 7 too. I can't tell you.
That answers that question. They were just asking if Neo was it.
Oh yes, Neo is. He hasn't been released on streaming yet, but keep watch on our socials because every week we release one new artist.
Amazing.
And I think last week or this past week was All for One. And they sang right in our barn. What's really interesting too, season 1, we actually still had the horses living in our barn at the farm. And I'll never forget, CeeLo Green was the first act that came in, right? I've been driving around town with the girl I love.
Great song.
Get you, ooh, 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 ooh. Well, anyway, he comes in and the manager walks in the door and he goes, what can we do to mitigate the smell? I'm like, well,
mitigate the
one
smell
on the farm. Here we are. Here we go.
Keeping it real.
We kept it real. And by the way, he crushed it. I've never seen it. Was really cool. But anyway, so yes, Johnny theme song. We're on season 7. We've got a great year ahead, and we are finally streaming. So take a listen. And also, if you get on our YouTube channel as well, the Song TV, there is a playlist on there, and you can just click play, and it goes through all the top hits. And it's so cool because, I mean, when you think about, I talk about a trip down memory lane because all of these are like some of the biggest songs in pop culture.
Exactly. We all have memories attached to when that was a hit, for sure.
Exactly. And they never die. The big hits never die.
Right.
So, and it's been really interesting because obviously from an artist's perspective, we were all struggling artists trying to be what they have become.
Sure.
And now sitting back and getting to interview them it's a really interesting dynamic, to say the least.
That's cool.
But they always say it only takes one. So see, Richard, you're still one away.
Just one away. I stopped one song too soon, for sure.
That's right.
Krista, thank you for joining us and hanging out with us today. Getting up early on a day off. Greatly appreciated. You are amazing.
Pleasure. Thank you for taking me down the trip of memory lane.
You're very,
I love you,
very welcome.
I love you, Richard.
We love you too.
Thank you.
I must say that the three of us together. Oh, go ahead, Chris. Say that one more time.
You got to get down here for some of the TV tapings, though.
Oh,
In fact, maybe you should go live from one of the TV tapings and come down here and just like.
We would definitely do that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I was just going to say that the three of us together, it just feels right, doesn't it?
It does.
Wherever we go, whatever we do, we're gonna go through it together.
I love it.
All right.
I love it.
Love you, Krista.
Love
Thank
you
you for
guys.
joining us today. Thank you, everyone in the chat, for hanging out with us today. Thank you for the coffees. Johnny, I think we missed one. Did we miss one?
Did we? I don't know.
Thank you to all of our Thronely members for your support. Here's another one coming in right now.
Latte said, heading out to San Francisco for the Labor Day weekend show. Jimmy Buff. Jim Buffett. And Maria bought 3 coffees.
Thank you, Latte.
3 coffees for 3 friends sharing memories with us. Thank you so much, Maria.
Thank you, Maria, very much. Thank you, everybody, for going down memory lane with us as well. We'll be back with another one next month. That is it for now. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
See ya.
Stay with